Yo, what's good with you? Back in black with a new Delta Force video. If you guys are new to the channel and you love shooting games just like me, don't forget to aim for that like button and shoot that subscribe button as well. It'll help you find better teammates and improve your skill-based matchmaking. At least I hope so. In this video, we just got a little bit of Delta Force news. The upcoming season 2 for the United States anyways, season 3 for China, has been teased, and we got a new bit of tidbits. The main ones being that a new operator is being added. We are also getting a brand new game mode, and we are getting a brand new way to counteract all the smoke spam that everybody seems to complain about in this game that the medics are the cause of for the most part. Not to mention, we are getting 2 brand new maps for the Warfare game mode, and I'm sure we are getting one for the Hazard Zone as well, which is a little bit surprising to me. I figured we were only going to get 1 map for Warfare, so the fact that they are giving us 2 kind of shows that they are listening to feedback and they are, kind of taking it to heart, which is a little surprising to see for a live service game. But let's go ahead and start off with the main piece of news, which is the fact that we are getting a brand new operator with a shield. So I want to start that off by asking the first question: how many of you were a fan of Dozer from Battlefield 2042? Me personally, I found him to be one of the most annoying operators in the game to deal with because for the most part his shield was more or less impenetrable, aside from dealing with area of effect explosives. And it seems that this game is going to be getting a similar type beat of operator, and it's a little bit vexing to me that they would follow Battlefield 2042 so closely, because he did get a lot of negative feedback as a operator due to his shield just being something that is undesirable. Honestly, shields are something that are complained about very often in first person shooters. You could even take a look at Call of Duty, and very often you will see people complaining about the Riot Shield and how it just shouldn't be in the game, generally speaking. So again, just kind of vexing to me that they would decide to follow through and put this in the game despite the negative feedback surrounding these type of players. But not only is he going to have a shield that is pretty much impervious to bullets and explosives, he also is going to have a grapple hook, which kind of just makes it seem like they're taking Dozer and they're taking McKay and they're smashing them into one player or one operator for the most part, which, I mean, it sounds like that's very cool if you're going to be the person that's using him, but on the flip side, it just sounds like something that is extremely annoying to deal with, because from the leaks that I have seen online, I've seen some players pull off some pretty crazy stunts with this grapple hook, which is basically involving things like dragging players across the map just to bash them down with the shield right after. And when you get hit with the shield, you kind of go into a fall down animation where you can't really do anything but just to lay there and look at yourself get beat up for the most part, which again just sounds like something that is extremely annoying. And I can't say that players are going to want to deal with that for long amounts of time. I could see people leaving the game on a very consistent basis dealing with this type of nonsense. But yeah, I mean, you can use it to like get to different vantage points, like on rooftops, or maybe pull your teammates in to get a revive off. But I'm pretty sure most people are going to end up using it to troll other players, because we just know how gamers are in general. So there's that. He's also going to get a grenade that kind of shoots in a barbed wire trap on the floor, so going to have a little bit of area control there as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a little absurd to me as far as the abilities. When you look at the shield, the only place you can really shoot him is in the feet, and that's going to be doing minimal damage for the most part. You can kind of shoot him through the glass in his head, but again, that's going to be doing reduced damage because he has some kind of ballistic helmet, which is something that would be seen in the warfare mode, not warfare, the extraction mode. But again, kind of OP, and it seems like that seems to be a common theme among most operators, just smashing multiple abilities into one player. And then that's where all the operator spam complaints seem to be coming from. So I guess instead of trying to mitigate that, they're trying to add to it, it seems. So let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section. Like I said earlier, they did add 2 new maps to the Warfare game mode, which was a bit surprising to me, a welcome change in my personal opinion, and I would appreciate it if they actually do continue to focus more so on that mode than the other mode, as I'm sure that one has way more players by comparison. I'm going to flash some imagery on the screen right now so you can get a good idea of what the maps are going to look and play like. In my personal opinion, they do look pretty good. You will also see some more crazy plays being done with the shield. And then you'll also notice some new smaller gameplay features like dolphin diving and stuff like that. Basically, small little tidbit features that you wouldn't necessarily say are gameplay changing in the grand scheme, but a nice little quality of life feature. I don't know how much of a welcome change dolphin diving is going to be. Not that I'm totally against it, but I don't know how much people were clamoring for that in the grand scheme of things. But if it makes the game better overall and they continue to add new movement options for all the people who like to, take advantage of that in the game, because this game already kind of plays kind of fast, I'm not really opposed to that. In my personal opinion, I do want to talk a little bit more about the 3v3 game mode. It seems like it's going to be focused around three teams of three capturing a mandel brick and trying to extract with it. Seems like a bit of a blend between the extraction mode and the warfare mode, which, I mean, if they're trying to find a middle ground between both of those player bases, I can see that being a welcome addition to the game as well, and I actually am interested in trying it out. So I do look forward to that. Something else that has been leaked to the public is we are finally getting a proper way to deal with the smoke spam, quote unquote, in the game. So for those who are not really a fan of having to deal with constant smoke, especially in those enclosed areas, the developers have now decided to equip all people in the game with thermal scopes. And from the leaks I have seen, there don't really seem to be any negative downsides. You still have the ability to scope in pretty fast and aim. It's just now you actually have a way to deal with people who like to run and hide and smoke all the time, which, I mean, that's really cool, but it would have been also nice if there was somewhat of a downside. Maybe, I haven't seen the stats yet, of course, but maybe if there's a significant downside to the handling of a weapon, or maybe you're kind of forced into using tinted optic, then that might be a bit of an offset in that regard. But if everybody is just running thermal scopes at a certain point, then I guess then that's just something everybody has to be prepared for. But they haven't really implemented a way to change your weapon attachments in the game yet. I don't know why, but I guess for the time being, if you are going to plan to be somebody who's anti-smoke, you have to preemptively do that before the game and have a gun specifically designed for that purpose. So I guess that's the bit of the offset balance right there. As far as a release date for the entire community, this will be coming out pretty soon. If I'm using my context clues correctly, according to this image, we should be seeing this new release for the season on the 15th of January, which is only a few days away. So that means this is something that you can sink your teeth into very soon. And again, I am actually looking very forward to it. I do want to know what you guys are thinking so far down in the comment section. If you also play this game, if you don't, maybe this is a good reason to give it a shot. It is a free download for anybody who has computer, and if I'm not mistaken, it has been leaked a long time ago, way back in December, that consoles should be seeing this game pretty soon in the month of January as well. Maybe a little bit later than the season 2 release, but that is something to keep an eye on. Of course, I'll let you know when we get a confirmation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. If you have watched thus far, I do appreciate you very much. Don't forget to aim for that like button, shoot that subscribe button as well. Help you find better teammates and improve your skill-based matchmaking. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Black Guy out.